What if one tiny mistake accidentally created the most emotional storyline in sitcom history? Imagine finding out you're pregnant, but the father has absolutely no idea until a random red sweater exposes everything. That's exactly what happened and honestly, this entire storyline changed the show forever. It all starts with pure panic when takes a pregnancy test and refuses to look at the result because deep down, she's terrified her entire life is about to change. At first, she's told the test is negative, and for a second she acts relieved, talking about how she's not ready financially, emotionally, or mentally to become a mother. But then comes the twist that completely breaks her. The result was actually positive, and suddenly, Rachel realizes she's not upset because she's scared. She's upset because she secretly wanted this baby all along. That single moment instantly became one of the most emotional scenes in Friends history because underneath all the jokes, it felt painfully real. But things get even crazier when nobody knows who the father is. The mystery keeps building until Phoebe finds a random red sweater and reveals the shocking truth.
Oh my God.
The father is Ross. Yes, Ross Geller. The same Ross and Rachel whose relationship had already survived years of chaos, jealousy, breakups, and emotional damage. And somehow, now they're about to have a baby together. But this is where Friends becomes genius, because instead of turning the story into heavy drama, the show balances emotion with absolute comedy perfection. Ross finding out he's the father is one of the funniest moments ever, because instead of reacting emotionally first, he completely loses his mind over the condom failure rate. They should put that on the box. That line became iconic because it perfectly captured Ross's dramatic personality. And honestly, this entire pregnancy arc slowly transforms every character around Rachel. Joey, especially, becomes one of the most surprising emotional parts of the story. At first, he's just the funny best friend, but over time, he genuinely starts caring for Rachel in a deeper way. He comforts her during scary pregnancy moments, stays beside her when Ross isn't there, and eventually realizes he's falling in love with her. And somehow, the audience starts feeling heartbroken for Joey too. Then comes one of the funniest reveals in the entire series, the legendary Europe story. Rachel keeps denying that she made the first move on Ross until the truth finally explodes in front of everyone. Turns out she used the famous backpacking through Western Europe story. The same story she used whenever she wanted to sleep with someone. That entire scene is comedy gold and proves why Friends had some of the best writing and comedic timing in television history. But eventually, the jokes slowly give way to something much more emotional. Rachel's pregnancy becomes real. The hospital scenes become chaotic, stressful, hilarious, and strangely beautiful at the same time. Ross panics over everything. Rachel loses patience with everyone around her, and somehow the show still manages to make viewers laugh while emotionally destroying them. And then finally, after all the screaming, confusion, fear, and emotional chaos, baby Emma is born. The moment Rachel sees her daughter for the first time is pure television magic, because for the first time in this entire storyline, everything becomes quiet. No jokes, no chaos, just a mother staring at her baby in complete disbelief and love. And honestly, that's why this storyline still hits people emotionally even decades later. Because beneath all the comedy, Friends understood something most sitcoms never could. Growing up is terrifying, relationships are messy, life never goes according to plan, but sometimes the most unexpected moments end up changing your life forever. And that's exactly why Ross and Rachel's pregnancy storyline remains one of the greatest emotional roller coasters in TV history.
No.
And honestly, That's why Ross and Rachel's pregnancy storyline still remains one of the greatest emotional roller coasters in TV history. From hilarious chaos to heartbreaking emotional moments, gave us a storyline fans still can't forget even decades later. But now I want to know your opinion. Were Ross and Rachel truly meant to be together, or was Joey actually the better choice for Rachel? Comment below and let's talk about it. And if you love emotional TV breakdowns, nostalgic stories, and cinematic reviews like this, make sure to subscribe to Storyverse TV and turn on notifications, because the next story is going to be even crazier.